Hello students, welcome back to my online session. I am Dr. Avinash Kale, Department of Microbiology, SVKT College, Devlali Camp. Students, we are learning from previous session the paper of immunology from your TYBSc of semester 5. Today we are going to learn the another aspects of innate immunity, that is about the inflammatory mediators. So before learning this topic, you should know about the different types of immunity, various mechanisms of innate immunity. You should know it because already we have seen in our previous session. And before learning the inflammatory mediators, you should know about the exact mechanism of inflammation process which is taking place in the every individual. So in previous session, in this inflammation, we have seen that how this inflammation process takes place when the injury takes place in that individual by mechanical or by the biological type of damages. And in that we have seen there are the different types of inflammation mechanisms are there here, where chronic and acute type of the inflammatory mechanisms are there. And in that mechanisms, the different type of the physical, chemical and majorly cellular mechanisms are taking place for repairing that damaged tissue. So the today's session agenda for discussion is to study the which are the different types of inflammatory mediators are there which are working for the inflammation process and what are their different type of the biological effect. Means while repairing that damaged tissue, these biological mechanisms are taking place, how they used or prepare the cell or that body to repair that type of the wound. So in a previous session we have seen this slide, and in this slide we have seen how this inflammation mechanism is taking place, where at the outer side or when the skin intactness when it is get broken down, when the injury takes place here, so whatever the that chemicals, particles, microorganisms which are attached to that, they enter into the skin and they itself are acting as a chemotactic factor for the attraction of the these cells, especially the phagocytic cell and the antigen presenting cell at that area here, and they trigger this mechanism of the inflammation, where the first thing that taking place here, the bleeding takes place. And during the course of bleeding, whatever these circulating lymphocytes are there here, they stop their migration and they aggregate at that area. And after their aggregation here, some neutrophils or macrophages, they started to ooze out due to the contraction and relaxation or the vasodilation type of the process. They started to ooze out and migrate in that area. And when they migrate in that area, they capture these cells or this antigen and carry out their digestion. At the same time, to activate the other lymphocytic cells of immunity or acquired type of immunity here, these cells, that is macrophages, mast cells, platelets, then the antigen presenting cell, this cell secretes different type of the cytokines. And these cytokines are actual type of the mediator of this whole process of inflammation, where they perform the variety of biochemical mechanisms. And due to that mechanisms here, that damaged area is not further allowed to cause damage, and its healing process means damaged part is replaced by the fresh cells, and there the repairing mechanism is taking place. So in this slide, I have just given you the brief recap how this inflammation mechanism is taking place. So let us see today about the learning objective of this today's lecture. So you have to see the different role of the different inflammatory mediators in the cell and their biological action which is taking place in that individual here. Now, what are these inflammatory mediators or mediators of inflammation? So these are the messengers that acts on the blood vessels, on inflammatory cells or other cell which contribute the inflammatory response. So they are the messenger molecules for giving the message to this different tissue part or inflammatory cell part of the body and mediate that inflammatory response by such type of the manner here. Now these mediators are classified into two type of the category. The first is called as a cell derived mediators and second is called as a plasma derived mediators. Cell derived means they are secreted by the cells after the activation by that antigen, and plasma derived means they are secreted by the other cells in the plasma, and in plasma they come in the action. So this is the classification of these mediators, cellular and plasma mediators here, where the cellular mediator or cell mediators, they are the preformed mediators which are present in this different type of the cells of immune system, especially eosinophils, mast cells or phagocytic cells, where in that cell different type of the cytotoxic granules are present. And in that granules, these mediators are preformed, especially histamine, serotonin and lysosomal enzymes which are ready-madely synthesized. But sometimes these mediators are newly synthesized after the activation by that antigen here, and these are prostaglandins, leukotrienes, platelet activating factor, activated oxygen species, nitric oxide and the different type of the cytokines. So all these are commonly called as a cellular mediators here, and mainly the phagocytic cells like mast cell, basophils and non-phagocytic cell like platelets or antigen presenting cell, they are responsible to produce this different type of the mediators of the inflammation. Second type are the plasma mediator. They are synthesized in the liver, and these are commonly include is a factor 12 which is commonly called as a Hegman factor, and this Hegman factor is further activate or synthesizes the kinase system required for the blood clotting and for other inflammatory mechanism, and others are the coagulating type of the factors are there. Along with this factor 12, the different type of the complement components are synthesized in the liver, especially complement component already we have seen is a C3A, C5A, C3B, C5B to 9. So these all complement components are synthesized in the liver, and when they come in the action during the course of inflammation here, they perform the variety of series of reactions here. Now let us see each type of the mediator in the detail here. The first are called as a cell derived mediators. Among that, the first one is called as a vasoactive amines. So serotonins and histamine are the examples of these vasoactive amines. Second is called as a arachidonic acid metabolites. These arachidonic acid metabolites are synthesized by the one pathway, metabolic pathway. That pathway is called as a cyclogenesis type of the pathway or lipooxygenase type of the pathway. Next type of the cell derived component is a lysosomal component. After that is a platelet activating factor. Then different type of the cytokines like interleukin 1, tumor necrosis factor alpha, beta, gamma and variety of chemokines that are secreted by the cell. Others are the nitric oxide and different type of the oxygen metabolites. This nitric oxide and oxygen metabolites we have already seen in the detailed mechanism of the phagocytosis, which is called as a oxygen dependent mechanism. These are also one of the inflammatory mediators here. Now let us see each one in the detail. This vasoactive amines is a number one example is a histamine. These histamines are present in the granules of this different type of the granulocytic cells of phagocytic cell, that is the mast cells, basophils, platelets. So these histamines are released by the stimulation of various agents like heat, cold, irradiation, different type of the chemicals which are causing the irritation process, anaphylotoxin in the anaphylaxis type of the hypersensitivity reaction, and different type of the interleukins here. So they are the agents responsible for the release of these granules from this type of the cells. The action of these granules is that they carry out the vasodilation. They carry out the rapid contraction and relaxation of blood vessels of that human being where they are secreted here, as well as they increase the vascular permeability. Means when these blood vessels are contracting and relaxing, during that time the gap between this connective tissue which is present, epithelial cell which is present in that cell, through that gap the blood cells started to ooze out and they started to gather at the site of the inflammation. Now the next is called as a serotonin. The serotonin is also called as a 5-hydroxytryptamine. This serotonin is present in a chromaffin cells of gastrointestinal tract, spleen, nervous tissue, mast cells and different type of the platelets. Their action is that here it is similar like the histamine, but as compared to histamine they are less potent in their action. So they also cause the vasodilation type of the mechanism and increase the vascular permeability in the type of the individual. Next are called as a arachidonic acid metabolites. These are synthesized by the lipoxygenase pathway and the cyclooxygenase type of the pathway. So they are the pathway required to synthesize this arachidonic acid metabolites, which are one of the inflammatory mediators required for the inflammation. So we will not go in the detail about the each step of this pathway, only this is for your information here. Next is the lysosomal components. So neutrophils and monocytes are responsible to synthesize these lysosomal components. They are the potent mediators as compared to other. They carry out the degradation of bacterial and extracellular component of that organism because there is a lysosomal in nature here. Then they are also involved in the chemotaxis type of the mechanism for the attraction of macrophages towards the site of inflammation for digestion here, and they release the different type of the enzymes like acid proteases, collagenases, elastases, plasminogen activators. Like this hydrolytic enzymes they secrete here, and that's why they are the more potent for the digestion of that antigen, especially the bacterial cell. Next is called as a platelet activating factor. So this platelet activating factor is a mediator derived by the phospholipid metabolism of that type of the individual here, especially platelets, basophil, mast cells, neutrophils, macrophages and endothelial cells are responsible to synthesize this cell, this factor. The action is that here similar increase in the vascular permeability, vasoconstriction as well as vasodilation and the bronchoconstriction. Means whatever the air pipe which is present here, that air pipe is constricted, that's why the breathing becomes difficult in nature here. They are also responsible to attach the leukocyte to the endothelium of that individual here, and as well as during the phagocytosis they also perform the role of the chemotaxis here. That's why this is the platelet activating factor is another type of the inflammatory mediator. Next is a large family of the mediators are the cytokines. These cytokines are the diverse group of small protein molecules with a potent biological activities whose main function is to regulate the immune response. Mediate the inflammation is a secondary function, but for overall regulation of immune response is a major function of these cytokines. The main cytokines are commonly are the interleukins. Then next they are the interferons. Then the tumor necrosis factor, chemokines. So these 4 to 5 are the different type of the cytokines. One more is a transforming growth factor beta that transform the immature cells of immune system into mature cells. Then the adipokines, they are the leptins or adiponectins are there here, also involved in the inflammation, other immunological type of the mechanisms here. The action of this cytokine is attachment of leukocyte to the endothelium. Means when the blood flow is taking place and nearby tissue is get damaged. So whatever these lymphocytes which are flowing through the blood here, so their further movement is or circulation is stopped. And by this action of these cytokines here, these cells are attached to the wall of that blood vessel here, which are ready to exit from that blood vessel and gather in that tissue area where the inflammation process takes place here. They also synthesize the prostacyclin, which is the vasodilator and the anti-aggregator of the platelets here. Means they don't allow to aggregate the platelet at that area, so that the flow of the other leukocyte will be maintained and they will gather there and will give the protection at that area in early level, so that further damage will be prevented here. They also synthesize the platelet activating factor and thrombogenic effect on the endothelial surface. Due to that, the excessive blood loss will be prevented here. Now, nitric oxide and oxygen metabolites. So these are the endothelium derived relaxing factor. So they are also responsible for the relaxation of the endothelium of that blood vessels. Already I told you, macrophages and endothelial cells and different type of the neurons are responsible to synthesize these metabolites here. Their action is that like vasodilation, antiplatelet activating agent. They don't allow to activate platelets. Then they also has the microbicidal action, because nitric oxide and oxygen metabolites, they are mainly the radical form. That's why they has the oxidases type of the activity. That's why they disintegrate the different type of the biomolecules which are present in that cell. So H2O2, superoxide, toxic nitrous oxide products which are produced by the activated neutrophils and the macrophage during the course of the phagocytosis, as well as during the inflammation type of the mechanism here. That's why they cause the endothelial cell damage, tissue damage, and increase the vascular permeability of that cell here. Now, after these cellular mediators here, the last type of the mediator we have to see, that is called as a plasma derived mediators. Among that, the first one is the kinin system. Next is the clotting system. So they are the soluble in nature here, and they perform these two type of the mechanisms here. And the third is called as the fibrinolytic system. Means mainly at the area of the damage, the excessive blood loss is prevented, and this job is majorly done by this plasma derived type of the mediators. And in addition to that, they also perform the disintegration or destruction of that foreign cell by activating the whole system of complement by such type of the manner here. So fourth type of the is called as the interlinked systems are there here for the mediation of the inflammation here. Then the Hegman factor is there here, that is the factor 12 is there here. So this is the end product of clotting, fibrinolytic kinin system, which will activate the complement system further for the enhancement of the inflammation process by such type of the manner here. So this is a kinin system, means the kinin system here, how that Hegman factor is further responsible to produce this different type of the kinins here. Okay, the enzymatic mechanism is taking place here, and among the kinin here, the bradykinin is the end product which is actually come in the action for the process of the inflammation. So the action of this kinin is to increase the vascular permeability, then chemotaxis for the leukocytes. The leukocytes are attracted at the area here, and they also have the anticoagulant activity, because when the blood is get coagulated here, the cells will not move. That's why the blood is purposefully maintained in the liquid type of the form in that type of the area here. So this is the fibrinolytic system is there here. So where the plasminogen activation factor and activated protein C, they come in the action here, and they form the fibrin degradation product or the FDP by this measure. So the action of this system is to activation factor 12, they form the prekallikrein activator that stimulate the kinase system to generate the bradykinin that already I told you here. It split the complement component C3 from the C3a, which is useful for the permeability of that cell. That's why it is also called as a permeability factor. It degrades the fibrin clot and split product, and due to that they increase the vascular permeability, means blood is not further allowed to clot in that area here. And complement system, you know about it here. Okay? Variety of the complement components, especially this complement among the complement component here, the small fragments are there, A fragments are there here of C2, C4, C5, C6. Okay, so they don't go waste. Okay, they are involved in this inflammation mechanism here. So especially C3a, C5a is involved in the anaphylactic type of the allergic reaction because they are acting as a anaphylatoxin. So their C4a is more potent as compared to the C3 and C5a. They are also responsible by their action release the histamine from the mast cell and from the basophils. C5a is acting as a chemotactic factor for the macrophages and the microphages for the enhancement of the phagocytosis type of the mechanism here. And whatever the end product of the complement system, that is a membrane attack stage in complement, we have learned. So that causes the pores onto the invading type of the foreign cells or harmful cells here and causes their damage by puncturing the lot many holes on that here. So all this is about this two kinds of the inflammatory mediators which are required for the inflammation, that is you can say the cellular mediators and the plasma derived type of the mediators here. So these two have this variety of the function, but among this variety of the function here, the common function they perform is a blood clotting, then the increase in the vascular permeability, activation of the platelet activating factor, as well as here they also prevent the blood clotting by the way here. So all these are the biological mechanisms here. When they come together, it is responsible for the healing of that damaged wound in the type of the area here. So in our next session, we will see the detailed mechanism, next part of our syllabus, that is a clotting of the blood. Clotting of the blood is also called as a hemostasis. Thank you.